and welcome back to Hero English. I'm Jordan, and I'm feeling very green today.
Green, Jordan? I'm Riley, and that's a perfect way to start. Today, we're tackling a huge and important topic, the environment and climate change.
It's a topic I see everywhere, but sometimes the vocabulary is so scientific and confusing. We want to make it simple and practical for you to talk about.
Exactly. We'll teach you 3 essential words: sustainability, conservation, and ecology. These will help you understand the news and have meaningful conversations.
And we have a fantastic hero phrase for you that you can use in almost any situation to show you want to help. The phrase is to play a part in something.
That's right. We believe everyone can play a part in protecting our planet. We'll also listen to a dialogue, explore some cultural insights, and answer a great listener question.
So, if you've ever wanted to discuss the environment in English but didn't have the words, this episode is for you. Let's get started.
All right, let's dive into our first word: sustainability. It's a big one. Sustainability means meeting our own needs without preventing future generations from meeting their needs.
Okay, so it's about balancing the present and the future. Can you give an example?
Of course, using solar and wind power is a form of sustainable energy because they don't run out. Another example is sustainable agriculture, which focuses on farming in a way that protects the soil for long-term use.
That makes sense. So, if a company has a new project, they should think if it is sustainability for the future. Is that correct?
Almost. That's a very common mistake. You would ask if the project is sustainable. Sustainable is the adjective. So, is this a sustainable practice? Sustainability is the noun, the idea itself.
Okay. So the goal is sustainability, and the method should be sustainable. Got it. What's next?
Next up is conservation. Conservation is about the protection of animals, plants, and natural resources. Think of it as saving and protecting what we have.
So like saving pandas or rainforests?
Exactly. We talk about wildlife conservation or forest conservation, but it can also be about resources, like water conservation, which means using water wisely, or energy conservation, like turning off lights when you leave a room.
Okay. My city has a special team for conserve the old buildings. Wait, is that right? Conserve the buildings?
Good try, Jordan. Conserve is the verb, which is what the team does, but you would talk about the project itself as a conservation project. So my city has a building conservation team. Conservation is the noun here.
Right. Another noun adjective thing. I'll remember that. What's our last word?
Our final word is ecology. Ecology is the scientific study of how living things relate to each other and to their environment. It's about the connections in nature.
So it's not the environment itself, but how everything works together inside the environment.
Precisely. For instance, a scientist might study forest ecology to understand how trees, animals, and the soil all interact, or marine ecology to study life in the ocean.
I see. It's very scientific. I find it so interesting. I guess you could say I am in ecology. I love learning about it.
That's a fun way to say it, but we'd say you are an ecologist if that's your job or field of study. Or more simply, you can say I am interested in ecology. It's a great field to be interested in.
Hey, Anna, do you have a minute to brainstorm for the company's Green Week?
Of course, Tom. I was just thinking about it. Last year was okay, but I think we can do better.
I agree. We need something more engaging than just posters about recycling. Any initial ideas?
Well, I was thinking about focusing on sustainability. We could run a workshop on how to be more sustainable at home, like reducing food waste or making your own cleaning products.
Oh, that's a great idea. Very practical. People might actually use that information. My biggest worry is getting employees to actually participate.
That's the main challenge, isn't it? Maybe we could tie it to something people are passionate about, like wildlife conservation. We could adopt an endangered animal as a company and fundraise for it.
People love animals. That could work. We could get a guest speaker to make it feel more special. Do you know anyone?
Actually, my university friend, Dr. Evans, is an expert in urban ecology. She studies how wildlife adapts to city life. She gives amazing talks.
Perfect. An ecology expert will bring a really cool scientific angle to it. So, a workshop on sustainability and a talk on local wildlife conservation. This is sounding good.
I think so too. But for this to work, we need everyone to feel involved. We need every department to play a part in promoting it.
You're right. It can't just be us. Let's draft an email to the department heads. If we all play a part in this, it could be our best green week yet.
Agreed. I'll reach out to Dr. Evans, and you can start on the email. My name is Anna, by the way, and it's nice planning with you, Tom.
You too, Anna. Let's make this happen.
That dialogue was great. Let's expand on some related phrases. First up, carbon footprint.
I've heard this one a lot. What does it mean exactly?
Your carbon footprint is the total amount of greenhouse gases, primarily carbon dioxide, that are generated by your actions. For example, flying in a plane creates a large carbon footprint. The goal for many people is to reduce their carbon footprint.
So taking the train instead of flying would lower my carbon footprint. I read about a celebrity who got in trouble for using private jets. People were saying his carbon footprint was huge.
Exactly. That's a perfect example. Next phrase, to go green. This is a very common idiom.
Go green, like become the color green?
Not quite. To go green means to start living or operating in a more environmentally friendly way. For instance, our office decided to go green by using less paper and installing energy-saving light bulbs.
Okay, that makes sense. I used to say my family is trying to become green. Was that wrong?
It's understandable, but go green is the fixed phrase everyone uses. It sounds much more natural. Become green sounds like you're turning into the Hulk.
Okay, I will definitely not say that again. What's our last one?
Our last term is eco-friendly. This is an adjective used to describe products, services, or practices that do not harm the environment.
So it's like a label for things.
Exactly. You might buy eco-friendly cleaning supplies or stay at an eco-friendly hotel. It signals that the product or place is designed with sustainability in mind.
Is that different from just calling something green, like a green product?
That's a great question. They are very similar and often used interchangeably. Eco-friendly sounds a little more official or scientific, while green is a more casual, general term. But both mean the same basic.
It's time for our hero phrase. This is the one you can use everywhere. Today it is to play a part in.
I love this phrase. My name is Riley, and I believe this phrase is powerful because it's about being active and involved. It means to contribute to an outcome or to be one of the reasons why something happens.
Right, it's not just watching, it's doing. Let's see how it works at the office. Imagine a manager is talking to their team.
Okay, the manager could say, "This project is very important for our company's future. I expect everyone to play a part in its success."
And an employee could reply, I'm excited to play a part in this initiative. It shows you are a team player. Now, how about in a more casual setting with friends?
You could be talking about a local community garden. You might say, "I've started volunteering at the community garden on weekends. It feels good to play a part in making our neighborhood more beautiful."
That's a perfect example. And there are some great variations too, right, Riley?
Definitely. You could also say to play a role in. For example, technology plays a huge role in modern conservation efforts.
Another one I like is to do my bit. It's very British but used everywhere. I recycle and use public transport to do my bit for the environment.
And a slightly more formal one is to contribute to. We hope our research will contribute to a better understanding of climate change.
All great options, but the hero phrase is the most versatile. I'm Jordan, and I'm going to say it slowly for you 3 times. Please repeat with me. To play a part in. To play a part in. To play a part in.
You know, Riley, listening to Tom and Anna, they spoke so naturally. Sometimes it's hard to catch every single word when native speakers talk to each other.
That's a really common feeling, Jordan. The speed, the way words connect, it can be tricky. That's why we do this next section. We're going to play the same dialogue, but much more slowly.
Why is that so helpful? Does it just give me more time to think?
It does, but it's more than that. Listening slowly helps you focus on the building blocks of speech. You can hear the clear pronunciation of each word. Notice the intonation, how the voice rises and falls, and hear where words link together.
Like how thinking about it can sound like thinking about it.
Exactly. So for this slow version, we invite you, our listeners, to shadow. That means you should speak along with Tom and Anna. Try to copy their rhythm and stress. It's fantastic practice for your own speaking.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's listen to that dialogue one more time. Nice and slow.
Hey, Anna, do you have a minute to brainstorm for the company's Green Week?
Of course, Tom. I was just thinking about it. Last year was okay, but I think we can do better.
I agree. We need something more engaging than just posters about recycling. Any initial ideas?
Well, I was thinking about focusing on sustainability. We could run a workshop on how to be more sustainable at home, like reducing food waste or making your own cleaning products.
Oh, that's a great idea. Very practical. People might actually use that information. My biggest worry is getting employees to actually participate.
That's the main challenge, isn't it? Maybe we could tie it to something people are passionate about, like wildlife conservation. We could adopt an endangered animal as a company and fundraise for it.
People love animals. That could work. We could get a guest speaker to make it feel more special. Do you know anyone?
I think so too. But for this to work, we need everyone to feel involved. We need every department to play a part in promoting it.
You're right. It can't just be us. Let's draft an email to the department heads. If we all play a part in this, it could be our best green week yet.
Agreed. I'll reach out to Dr. Evans, and you can start on the email. My name is Anna, by the way, and it's nice planning with you, Tom.
You too, Anna. Let's make this happen.
So, Riley, in countries like the US or the UK, how often do people talk about things like sustainability or conservation and just, normal daily life?
That's a great question, Jordan. I'd say it's become much more common in the last 10 or 15 years. It's not just for scientists anymore. People talk about it in terms of lifestyle choices.
Lifestyle choices? What do you mean?
Well, people will discuss reducing their plastic use, buying from sustainable brands, or eating less meat to lower their carbon footprint. It's a way people express their values. For example, my neighborhood has a Buy Nothing group on social media where people give away things for free to reduce waste. It's very popular.
Oh, that's really cool. A Buy Nothing group. I think in many parts of Asia, the conversation is a bit different. It often feels like a bigger, more government-level issue.
How so? I'd be interested to hear more.
In my city, for example, the government introduced a very strict recycling sorting program. Everyone talked about it because we all had to learn the new rules. It was less about personal choice and more about a collective top-down action. My anecdote is trying to teach my grandpa which bin was for what. It took weeks.
I can imagine. So it's more about community compliance than individual expression. In the West, there's also a lot of debate. Some people are very passionate about playing a part, while others might be more skeptical or think it's not their responsibility.
So it can even be a political topic for discussion at the dinner table.
Definitely. It can be quite sensitive. My family once had a huge debate about whether electric cars are truly eco-friendly because of how the batteries are made. It's a complex topic with many different viewpoints.
That's fascinating. So it's both a personal lifestyle topic and a big political one. Very different. All right, it's time for our listener question. This one comes from Kenji in Osaka, Japan. Kenji writes, "Hello, Jordan and Riley. I always get confused between the words climate and weather. Can you please explain the difference?"
Hi, Kenji. That is an excellent question, and you are not alone. Many learners find this confusing. The key difference is time.
Time? How does time make them different?
Weather describes the atmospheric conditions over a short period. Is it sunny right now? Is it going to rain this afternoon? That's weather. It changes day to day or even hour to hour.
Okay, so the weather today is warm.
Exactly. Climate, on the other hand, is the average weather pattern in a place over a long period, typically 30 years or more. For example, Japan has a temperate climate, or Egypt has a hot, dry climate.
So climate is the big picture over many years.
Precisely. Here's a simple analogy I like to use. Weather is what you decide to wear today. Climate is all the clothes you have in your closet. What you wear today depends on the weather, but the clothes you own depend on the climate you live in.
I love that. That makes it so clear. So to summarize for Kenji, weather is short-term, like today or this week. Climate is long-term, like the personality of a region's weather over many years. Thanks, Riley.
Okay, Jordan, are you ready for a quick quiz to test what we've learned?
I'm a little nervous, but let's do it.
I'm ready.
Question 1. What do we call the scientific study of how living things interact with their environment?
The study, is it sustainability?
Not quite. That was a tricky one. Sustainability is the goal. The study is called ecology. Remember the ecology expert in the dialogue?
Ah, right. Ecology. Okay, I'm ready for the next one. I'll get this one.
I believe in you. Question 2. If a company starts recycling and using less electricity, we say the company is trying to go what?
Go green. I remember this one because I don't want to turn into the Hulk.
Correct. Go green is the answer. Last question. What is our hero phrase for today that means to contribute to something?
To play a part in. As in, I want to play a part in answering this quiz correctly.
Perfect. You got it. 2 out of 3 is great. Now it's your turn, listeners. Try to answer those questions out loud. Let's see how you do.
And that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us on Hero English. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Riley. We hope you now feel more confident talking about the environment in English.
Let's do a super quick recap. We learned 3 key nouns: sustainability, the goal of balancing future needs, conservation, the act of protecting nature, and ecology, the study of how nature works.
And don't forget our powerful hero phrase, to play a part in. It's a fantastic way to show you are an active, engaged person who wants to help.
For your homework this week, we have a simple challenge. Try to use that phrase just once. Find a situation at work, at school, or with friends, and say, I want to play a part in this. See how it feels.
That's a great task. And if you enjoyed this episode, please consider following or subscribing wherever you get your podcasts. It helps other learners find us.
Next time, we're diving into the world of technology and innovation. It's going to be electric. See you then.
You know, Riley, all this talk about going green reminds me of my little disaster last summer. I got really inspired and decided I was going to build a compost bin in my tiny backyard.
Oh no, I have a feeling I know where this is going. How did that work out for you, Jordan?
It was terrible. I watched a 5-minute video online and thought, easy enough. I basically just put a bunch of vegetable scraps in a wooden box. I didn't realize it needed a certain balance of materials.
So what happened? Did you create super soil for a magnificent garden?
I created a 5-star hotel for every fly and raccoon in a 5-mile radius. It smelled so bad, and one morning I looked out the window and there was a raccoon just sitting in it like it was a hot tub. My neighbor was not impressed.
A raccoon hot tub. That is amazing. You were trying to play a part in the local ecology, just not in the way you intended.
Exactly. I was contributing to the well-being of the local raccoon population. The compost bin project was quickly abandoned after that.
Well, that makes me feel better about the time I tried to make my own eco-friendly laundry detergent and ended up just washing my clothes with a paste that looked like wet cement.
See, going green is harder than it looks.